Yo, what's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte. Guys, we're taking a look today at the Stanley Cup Finals. We are 3 games into this series, and it's not looking too great for La Habatones. Not a great series here for the Montreal Canadiens, and we'll be taking a look at that in this video. So, Game 1 was... honestly, it looked like a pretty back and forth start until Tampa started running up the score. It was a 5-1 game, and for the most part, Tampa Bay had dominated that game. They were just the better team. The Lightning were just ready to go. They knew what they had to do, and they knew going, again, last series they played the Islanders. They lost Game 1, and they felt like they had to come back from that. And I think they wanted to really set the tone early in this series at home, and they were able to do that in this game and immediately keep their home ice advantage. Game 2 was a little bit different. Game 2, you saw the Montreal Canadiens fight back a little bit. And you saw Brendan Gallagher, they were really targeting Gallagher in the first 2 games. Especially in Game 1, obviously, when he got his face slammed into the ice. And he was all bloody and stuff. And what did the coach say? He looked like a road map. I thought that was kind of interesting. But, again, Game 2, you just saw the Habs start to take back a little momentum, and they didn't let Game 1 bother them. But the problem is, when you outshoot the Lightning 43-23, you expect to get the win, and that didn't happen. They have a problem where they give up the first goal. They did it in Game 1. They did it in Game 2. Anthony Cirelli scores once again. He has been an absolute killer this playoffs. Then Suzuki would tie it, so you see Suzuki getting on the board, but then Blake Coleman and Andre Palat, everybody likes to talk about the Palat goal being the one that put the nail in the coffin. It's a 2-goal lead late in the game, a bad, I don't know what Joel Edmondson was doing, bouncing the puck off the boards. Let it ring around the boards. Why would you put it back in the middle of the ice? A huge miscommunication there with Jeff Petrie and Joel Edmondson. But at the end of the day, the goal with 1959 into the second period, that was the backbreaker. It was 2-1 at that point. Let's say that goal doesn't go in, or it's late, right? It's after the clock runs out. Montreal has to feel pretty good about themselves going into that third period. It's a 1-1 game. They're dominating the Tampa Bay Lightning at home in shots, and Carey Price is keeping them in the game. Except at the end of the period, with less than a second left, you let the Lightning take the lead. Again, a period that you were able to come back from giving up an early goal. You score one halfway through, and you lose the period because you're down 2-1. And now you have to go into the third period against a Tampa team that is very, very greedy in terms of giving up goals in the third period. And it just didn't happen for the Habs. And that was it. It's a 3-1 game, and that's a little bit soul-crushing for the Habs. A game that they played much better in Game 2. They just weren't able to get it done. So now you would think, going back home to Game 3, no, they did not get the fan support that they were maybe hoping they would. At the end of the day, I don't think it was going to really matter that much. This game didn't start off too good for the Montreal Canadiens at home. Jan Ruda's second of the postseason. Victor Hedman's second of the postseason. This is all bad news for the Habs. A team in the Lightning that throughout the entire playoffs, really up until the Islanders series, halfway through the Islanders series, the defense was very conservative and not trying to jump up on the play. It took till Game 2 or Game 3 of the Islanders series in the third round of the playoffs for the Lightning to finally get their first goal from a defenseman. And now they are just running away with it now. And we have seen them do that here in this series. So they steamroll the Habs up 2-0 in the first. Philip Deneau, his first of the postseason, which I don't really believe that, but okay. Philip Deneau's first of the postseason, a little bit over halfway into the first. Okay, so now, all right. Despite a bad start to the period, a nightmare start, you still come out down only 1 goal going into the second period. All right, you got to feel pretty good about yourself. And then the Lightning hit the, we're about to fuck you button. Nikita Kucherov, his 8th of the postseason. A backhand shot. Not really a great goal, but Doesn't really matter. It went in the back of the net. Tyler Johnson, his third of the postseason, makes it 4-1. And we aren't even 5 minutes into the second period, and it's already 4-1. And this is, you just knew it. You knew that at this point it was over. The Habs, they tried. You see Nick Suzuki score a goal in the final 2 minutes of the second, trying to keep it close. They just didn't have it in the gas. And enough gas in this game. Again, third period, the Tampa Bay Lightning aren't going to just give you goals, and the Lightning just could not. They just didn't give up, and the Habs just didn't have enough to get something going. Nick Suzuki scores his second of the series, his seventh of the postseason. Tyler Johnson makes it 5-2. Again, kind of like, all right, this game's over. If you didn't think it was before, it's over now. Corey Perry made it interesting, sniping Andrei Vasilevsky. I don't know why Vazzy was down so low, but again, let the old goaltenders of the past go and berate Vazzy on that play. Corey Perry would score his fourth of the postseason, and then Blake Coleman, who has really come on in this series, his third of the series, his third of the postseason, an empty netter, and it's 6-3 Tampa, and that's all she wrote. And at the end of the game, I don't know what song the Habs were playing, but it was very fitting with where the Habs have been this series, and you could just see, you watch them coming off the ice, it was the look of defeat. And I don't know what happens between now and after 4th of July, but the Habs have a lot of work ahead of them. A 1-0 series lead is difficult against Tampa. A 2-0 series is even more difficult. A 3-0 series deficit is pretty much a death sentence at this point. And listen, I'd love to see the Habs come back, at least make this a 6 or 7 game series. But at the rate that Tampa's playing at, and the confidence that they have, and just the momentum they have in this series, we could beat you on our own turf, and now we could beat you on your own turf. Once that has been set, this is going to be a really tough series for the Montreal Canadiens. But I'm going to cheer on them till the end. If not, Tampa Bay, congratulations. You've done a really good job this year, and you again, as much as I hate to say it, you deserve to win the Stanley Cup. That's just how it works. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think of the first 3 games of the Stanley Cup Finals so far? I have to say, this is kind of a nightmare for the NHL. You know, you have a team in the Habs that gets swept in the Stanley Cup Final. Doesn't really look great for the NHL. So, again, I wonder what they're going to do about this whole situation. Hopefully they don't get swept, but I don't know. I think the Habs have run out of gas. So we'll see what happens. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL and more videos just like this one, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and an even bigger subscribe down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time.